Yes, everybody. We are back live in the building. I hope you guys all had a beautiful Tuesday, a beautiful beginning to the week. It's going to be positive vibes tonight. Hopefully, it's going to be an end to end game. I didn't think I would be able to watch this one live with you guys because usually on Tuesday nights I have football training, football games. But tonight it actually got canceled because the pitch where we play at, there was a problem with the lighting or whatever, and there were no lights, so we would have played in the pitch dark. So we made the decision not to do it. Anyways, it's kind of a blessing in disguise in some ways because we get to all watch it together, and this should be a great game. You know, in previous years, I feel like this would have been a semi-final in the Champions League or even potentially a final. But this season, it's literally the playoffs of the Champions League, which is crazy to say. Like, you wouldn't expect that to be a playoff game. And Carlo Ancelotti, by the way, said he wouldn't be surprised. Whoever wins these two legs is probably going to win the Champions League. I'd like to disagree because I think Liverpool has a chance. Obviously, I'm going to vouch for Liverpool, but that's what Carlo Ancelotti said in his press conference ahead of this game. He thinks whoever wins this tie over two legs will likely win the Champions League. But anyways, guys, let me know who you want to win tonight. Nice to see you guys in the building. Claudice, nice to see you. Gabriel. Guys, how's everybody doing? LFC God, I see you in the building. Liverpool Edits 1. We got Liverpool Fan 012. What's good, everybody? Yeah, guys, let me know who you're supporting and why. Honestly, look, stop crying your heart out with the Rodri Ballon d'Or. I like that from the City fans, honestly. Stop crying your heart out. And I think, guys, the motivational pitch from Pep Guardiola, I mean, I don't even think he really needs it. Look, Rodri's obviously in the building. They will want revenge against Real Madrid for what they did at the Ballon d'Or ceremony, which even me, as obviously I don't like City, obviously I don't like Real Madrid, I really dislike Real Madrid for what they did at the Ballon d'Or ceremony. I think it's a disgrace. I think it's a question of fair. I don't care if they think Vinny deserved the Ballon d'Or. In previous years, other players deserve the Ballon d'Or too. You think the year Virgil didn't win it and Messi won it, we're just gonna not show up at the ceremony? It's about respect. Football is about respect at the end of the day, and Real Madrid don't show that respect. And so honestly, for me, they're a team I really dislike. And anyways, I also think that Liverpool can beat City, have a better chance beating City over two legs just because Real Madrid are unpredictable, in my opinion. Look at Ancelotti speaking to Pep pre-match. Two of the best managers of our generation. Yo, Daily Aura, nice to see you in the building as well. Anel, take off that coat. No, it's so cold. I have to keep this. As you know, there's just no heating here. I don't care about this match, but then again, I'm not busy with anything else, says Daily Aura. That's vibes, honestly. Because Daily Aura, like I said, I was going to play football tonight, but it got canceled because the lights weren't working and stuff. So yeah, we're watching this game together, and like I said, it kind of feels like a blessing in disguise because I get to be with you guys in the building, and hopefully it's just going to be positive vibes. So you're for Man City? Yes, I am. Guys, I know it's crazy to say. Let's see what you guys, over 200 of you guys have voted so far. Let me see what you guys are saying in terms of, here, let me move this. Let me see who you guys are saying you're supporting tonight. Oh no, majority Real Madrid, never mind. After 221 votes so far, 47% of you guys are saying Man City, 46% Man City, 54% Real Madrid so far. I gotta be honest, like I said before, even though majority of you guys here in the building are saying you are for Real Madrid, like I said, I don't like either team, but all I care about, look, Javier says, I hate both, I want both of them out. I only care about the Liverpool point of view, let's be honest. Jalapeno, big up to you in the building as well. I only care about the Liverpool point of view, and in my point of view, I'm a lot less, not scared, but I just rather face Man City, this depleted Man City side, whether it be in the quarters, semis, final, whatever, than this Real Madrid team, or any Real Madrid team, because of just the fact they seem to be our bogey team. I know it's great to get revenge and all that, but nah, I just want to win it, you know what I mean? So I would rather Man City goes through. That's just me personally. But big up Joseph as well, who says, I'm going 3-3 and 2-1 tomorrow to Liverpool. You'll never walk alone. Big up Joseph. Thank you for the super chat. And damn, I hope it's 3-3. That would be a crazy game. That would be a crazy game for us to be able to watch. But yeah, guys, I will be bringing the oh shoot, it's a few seconds off. Let me do this for the timer. It's kicked off for me. Yeah, guys, the game has kicked off. Let me know your score predictions. I got to go watch the game with my dad. Big up, Joseph. Enjoy the game with your dad. I'll see you at halftime. Sheep says from Ethiopia with love. Big fan of your channel, Leo. I want your honest opinion on the FA Cup loss. Big up. Thank you for your kind message. You know, you saw you might have seen the videos I made the last 2 days. Honestly, just positivity, because the reality is the 11 that will play tomorrow night against Everton is going to be a completely different 11 to the one that we played at the weekend. And therefore, I'm not that pissed, because at the end of the day, that's not truly our first team. And what matters most to us this season? Winning the Premier League and the Champions League. And in those competitions, you best believe Slot is going to play our preferred 11. And that, for example, that midfield three of Gravenberch, Maka and Soboslai is levels to the one we played at the weekend. And that's why, of course, it's normal that we were all frustrated when we got knocked out, especially you would want to beat that Plymouth team with the team that we had. At the end of the day, what we really want to win are the two big competitions. Let's be honest. It would be great to win another Carabao Cup, but the two that I care the most about, Premier League and Champions League. And what team will slot field for those two competitions? You best believe our preferred 11. And when our preferred 11 has played this season, they've worked wonders. And that's what matters. That's what matters. And so that's why I'm just positive, because we're top of the freaking Premier League and we have a chance to go 9 points clear at the top if we win tomorrow. And I can't remember the last time I said that, So we also have to keep perspective, and every day is a blessing. So for me, if I'm not waking up and feeling positive about the fact that we've topped the new Champions League format and we're top of the Premier League, and I'm feeling negative on a Monday or Tuesday morning, something's wrong. Because I can guarantee you, in all the years we're going to be supporting Liverpool, that's not going to be happening often. That's just the reality. So we got to embrace it. We got to not just embrace it, we got to be thankful for it. If that makes sense. Mohammed, thank you very much for the super chat, who says City is going to win. I know you're a City fan as well. Big up to you. Brett Young says, I can name 3 clubs bigger than Manchester United in Europe, and Liverpool one of them. Sorry, let me bring in the ball movement as well for you guys. Let me do that right now. There we go. Guys, let me know if you're able to see the ball movement as well, okay? Let me know. Big up LFC God, thank you very much. 20th super chat, thank you very much LFC God, who says, Leo, at school everyone was an L. You lost, humble them. LFC God, like I said, if that had happened in, let's say, a Champions League knockout game, I would have been devastated, and I would not have been the same positive self that I am. But like I said, the two main competitions for us are always going to be the Premier League and the Champions League. And how are we doing in both those competitions? Blowing them away in a way where, like I said, I couldn't have dreamt that at the beginning of the season under a new manager in a moment of transition, and we're top of both. If you're not in appreciation and you're not feeling positive about that, then I'm really worried about you as a Liverpool fan. You as a football fan. If your team is top of your league and top of the Champions League new format, whatever you want to call it, and you're complaining, I think you probably complain about most things in life. You know what I mean? And again, after that loss, I saw there were some Plymouth fans in the building, some in the comments, and all I want to say to them is fair play. Because boy, did they deserve it. They had a game plan and they stuck to it perfectly well. And sometimes you just have to hold your hands up. They deserved it. And the 11 players that were on our pitch need to have a look in the mirror, because they I don't think they quite mentally were ready for what it means to put on that Liverpool shirt. A lot of them on that specific day. I'm not saying players like Lucho and Darwin haven't done it this season, because they have for us. But I'm saying that day they need to have a hard look at themselves because they didn't make themselves proud in the way that you need to when you're a Liverpool player. That's all. Storstar, how are you doing? I'm doing well, bro. How are you? I see Theo's in the building who says, Leo, how are you? Let me bring in the crowd noise, by the way. Yeah, guys, of the crowd noise that we can hear from the Etihad. But James, JSM44, he's at the game tonight. So, yeah, let's see. Hopefully it's a great game. But yeah, guys, let me know if... I just want to make sure. Let me know if you can see the ball movement. That should be right here. And just let me know if you hear the crowd noise as well. I just want to make sure both are completely good to go. Because then it'll be for the rest of the game. Yo, Swift Young is in the building. Nice to see you. How's it going? Oh, Ayan. I'm not that optimistic for the Merseyside derby. But I'm hoping that we just get that win over the line. I don't care how it happens. We don't have the best record at Goodison Park. And Everton, for them, this is like their Champions League final of the season. You know? So tomorrow night is going to be difficult. But boy, what I would do for those 3 points, guys. We have a chance, while Arsenal are chilling in Dubai, we have a chance to go 9 points clear of Arsenal, having caught up with all the games. That would be something special. At this stage of the season, we're now getting towards the business end of the season. If we have that kind of advantage, not to say it's over, but it would be something very, very, very special. Yeah, Arsenal are in Dubai right now. Obviously, they're training, but they're still chilling in Dubai. Like, we could say they're chilling in Dubai, and we're playing a Merseyside derby tomorrow night. That's all. That's all I gotta say. Yo, Hama's in the building. What's good? Leo, how would you feel if you had to face Barca in the final? Ricardo, I said that before. I want that. Barca play exciting, attacking football. That's what I want in a Champions League final. Honestly, if you told me right now Liverpool could face Barca in the final, that's the team I want. Because I just think it would make a historical game. It's a team that I respect a lot. And that's what you want in a Champions League final. You're obviously never going to face an easy opposition. So... yeah, I would absolutely love Barca. Because like I said, Barca have always had a special place in my heart. Me personally, because I just watched Messi grow up. I watched Messi playing for Barca growing up. And I just admire the football they play. I admire the youngsters they have right now, like the likes of Pedri, Yamal. How could you not admire those youngsters? You know what I mean? Big up Joseph, who says, Leo, I'm mad. I made a video yesterday, Monday Positivity. Could you check it out if you get the time? I will, Joseph. But I love that Monday Positivity, Joseph. That's what it's all about. That's what it... Oh my God, Ubiomo. Guys, Ubiomo has just gifted 50 memberships. I want W's spammed in the building. Ubiomo has gifted 50 freaking memberships. Hopefully, that means that we can add more emojis as well. I want everybody spamming those emojis. And I'm going to be shouting out everyone that got gifted. I don't care if it's 50 people. I'm shouting all of you out because Ubiomo, the support you've shown on the channel is just unbelievable. And it means the world. So thank you so much. Thank you. And I see the first person you've gifted as well is a freaking OG. So that's deserved. And I love to see it. So the first person I see gifted is LFC God. Then I see Brett Young was gifted. The GOAT 500. Thomas Gilby. Anita. LFC God, thank you very much for the super chat as well. Who says, thanks for the advice, Leo. I'm a humble Liverpool fan. I love that, LFC God. That's what we're all about in the building. I don't even want to use the expression humble anymore because it gets trolled around so much, but just respecting the opposition. Like I was talking about Real Madrid before, even if Virgil lost the Ballon d'Or to Messi or whatever happens, when you lose in grace. You lose in grace. And that's what I will always do. If a team plays better than us, I will hold my hands up. Just like Plymouth played better than us, they deserve to go through. We didn't in the FA Cup. That's the reality. You know, and I think that's the mentality most of us Liverpool fans have, and that's why I love this football club, because I know it's different with a lot of other football clubs. But that's one of the reasons why I have a hard time, I do dislike Real Madrid, I gotta be honest, because for me, respect is everything. in sport. At the end of the day, you go to war when you face the team that you face, but after you show respect and grace. And a lot of people don't do that within this sport. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Else you got though, you got gifted by Ubiomo Martins, the freaking goat. But all of you new members, by the way, I want you guys spamming those emojis, all those beautiful emojis. So Sanka got gifted a membership. Mo Ali got gifted a membership. Salma got gifted a membership. Silver Lee got gifted a membership. Bounty Hunter got gifted a membership. Pizza Boy got gifted a membership. Lisa Phillips got gifted a oh god, I need to move back up. Okay, good. Lisa Phillips. Follow God got gifted a membership. Harry got gifted a membership. Snipez got gifted a membership. Trent Edwards got gifted a membership. Mark Youngson got gifted a membership. Rory got gifted a membership. N15. JJ Jason. Mango Bird. Ethan Morrill. Shallow TG. Sky R. Stefan. Monksy. Raouf. Gabriel Cesar. Anime Kun. Oh god, I think I'm missing some big chances here for Real Madrid. Big block there from Ake, it seems. And big up to Ronnie Prime, who's been a community support member for 4 months, who says no fire stick in hotel. So watch FA Cup Nottingham. Is there FA Cup action tonight as well? Is there FA Cup? Oh yeah, there is. Whoa, they're losing to Exeter? Bro, what the... I literally checked the Forest game, and they're obviously it's only, 11 minutes in, but they're losing away at Exeter. That's crazy. But big up Ronnie Prime. I want everybody spamming those W's in the building. Alfie Gaming, thank you for the... Alfie Gaming, sorry. OG got gifted a membership. Amani got gifted a membership. Frode got gifted a membership. Jay Dino got gifted a membership. Jack Watson got gifted a membership. Charlie Plays got gifted a membership. Ravi got gifted a membership. Forza Inter got gifted a membership. I would love Bastoni from you. Forza Inter, please. Moped26 got gifted a membership. Kareem or Karam got gifted a membership. Hermont got gifted a membership. Martsa got gifted a membership. Clada got gifted a membership. The Kayak Center got gifted a membership. Messi the Bestie. Stig. Jordan Liam. Vanguard Gogeta. The Shadow Master Gaming. Cyber Flea. Captain Anu. Big up, guys. That's all of you guys that get gifted memberships. I see as well that there was a penalty shout, but it didn't end up being given. But it looks like Real Madrid so far are pretty dominant in terms of chances created. But guys, I want everyone spamming those W's right now. Everyone spamming those W's. I say Stevie G is one of my favorite players in the Prem, but fair play to you. And to all of you new members in the building, I want you guys spamming those emojis. Leo, who's playing better? Lucia? I think so far, honestly, Real Madrid seem to be causing more danger, but it's obviously still 0-0. So all that matters is who will score, who's going to be the difference maker. Leo, I've been in every stream. Ubiomo's the GOAT. He's gifted, and somehow it has never been me. How unlucky can I be? Yeah, Ryan, but you got to keep believing because it'll be you one day. So big up to you, Ryan. You freaking OG. And Joseph says, bye, Leo. Gotta go. I'll be back at halftime. Bye, Joseph. See you soon. Leo, what's your prediction? I'm going for 2-2. 2-2 is my prediction. 2-2. Nottingham have scored apparently. Oh, Forest have apparently scored. They've equalized. Thank you guys for keeping us updated. I love how the two games we're looking out for in the chat tonight are Man City, Real Madrid, and then Exeter, Forest. I just love how like those are such different games, but that's just football sometimes, you know. Like even though they're different games, we're still keeping tabs. I love that. But guys, what do you make of what Carlo Ancelotti said in his press conference? By the way, he said, and you know what? I'll quote for you because I don't want to misquote. I'd rather not misquote. Guys, here's the quote. Stop crying your heart out. I saw. But yeah, guys, and the quote is. Yeah, this is what Carlo Ancelotti said, guys. Quote, in the last 3 years, whoever won this tie won the trophy. And I think that can happen this year. Do you guys agree that that can happen this year? I personally don't think so. I don't think Real Madrid are at the level. I mean, with Real Madrid in the Champions League, though, you never know. But what's for sure is City are not at the levels they usually are. And therefore, I don't fear them. Like I'm not fear, but just like they don't look like the same side they've obviously looked in the last few years when you look at the league. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? 1-1. Bro, I would love to visit Ireland. I was about to for the Europa League final. I literally had plane tickets to go to Dublin. And because we got knocked out by Atalanta, it didn't end up happening. But I would have gone even without tickets. I would have gone to Dublin just for the vibes, bro. LFC God, because I'm a Liverpool fan above all, I have to say King Kenny. Because he's Liverpool's greatest ever player. So I'm going to pick King Kenny. I have too much love for this football club. Yo, Person of Earth, nice to see you in the building. What's good? Thank you, Samuel James. I appreciate your kind message. And Finney's in the building as well. I'm Leo. What's your thought on Dejan Lovren's interview? Back in the building tomorrow. Yes, Finney, we'll be back obviously tomorrow for us at what feels like a much bigger game, obviously, the Merseyside derby. But yeah, the Dejan Lovren interview, honestly, I don't think there's really a need for it. I don't think there's really a need. But it's, you know, it is what it is. I personally still think Salah will stay. Even if he said he's closer to leaving than he is staying, I believe there's no better place for him to be in the world than Liverpool. And we know that he's irreplaceable. So I'm fully confident that Salah will stay. No matter how many interviews come out or this and that, I believe it. Erling Haaland, guys, there's some space here for City. Haaland plays it back to Jack Grealish. Jack plays it to Guardiola in the box. Haaland! 1-0. 1-0 for City. There it is. 1-0. And it's Josko Guardiola with the assist. Guys, that's what we like to see. Erling Haaland makes it 1-0 for City. 18 minutes in. That's what we like to see. I told you guys before, I know it's crazy. I personally really do dislike both teams. I'd rather City go through because I'd rather Liverpool face City in the latter rounds of the Champions League. And I want Real Madrid to get knocked out. That's just me because I really, really dislike Real Madrid for what they've done. And they've just got 1-0 down. I don't know why I'm celebrating a City goal. That feels really wrong for me to be celebrating a City goal. But that's the natural emotions. And in football, you got to let the natural emotions flow in. Because like I told you guys, I would rather face City in the latter rounds than Real Madrid. I was at that Champions League. Oh no, could VR take it away? No. Guys, Josko Guardiola, though, that's a great ball by Jack Grealish, by the way. Look at the control with the chest from Josko Guardiola. He just puts it on a plate, and then Erling Haaland basically just has to tap it home. But I think that goal's going to stand. Honestly, from looking at the replay, I think it'll probably stand. I don't think it's offsides, personally. I don't think it's offsides. But honestly, yeah, that's not offsides for me. I think that goal will stand. But honestly, fair play, guys. Josko Guardiola. It's crazy to say this because he's a freaking defender. He's either a left back or a center back. And he seems like one of City's best attackers. Like, genuinely. He got the assist this time around. But, bro, It seems like he's the difference maker in the final third for City. Genuinely, every time I watch City this season, it looks like Josko Guardiola is their one of their main threats, which is crazy to say. Guys, this VR check is taking so long. Why is it taking so long? Look at Rodri. Look at Rodri's reaction. Ryan, I'll be very, very sad the day Salah leaves, but I don't think it's going to happen this summer. Like I said, I really am confident that he's going to extend because there's no better club for him to be part of. And I think that's the reason he'll stay. I'm confident. Please tell me it's going to be on sides. Take your time. Yeah, they're really taking their time with this decision. Guys, this might be the longest VR call I've seen. Genuinely, this might be the longest one, you guys. Why is it taking so... Bro, how can it... Can I just say this? If an offside potential call is taking that long with VAR, for me, the goal should stand. That just shows it's that tight that it's taking them over 2 minutes to decide. Bro, if you're taking over 2 minutes to decide, this is just, I think, a general rule with VAR. If you're taking that long, then it shows there's a lot of doubts. And if there's a lot of doubts, make the goal stand. That's my personal opinion. I'm not saying that because of I'd rather the score becomes 1-0. I just think that should be a general rule with VAR. For me, it says a lot when it takes that long to make a decision. I think it should stand. Bro, make the call already. Guys, is there anyone in the building that knows exact decision? Goal. That's the right decision in my opinion. 1-0 for City, guys. It remains on sides. 1-0 for City. Josko Guardiola with the assist with his chest. Look at the way he put that down on a plate for Erling Haaland to tap home, who makes it 1-0. I would have let that goal stand, me personally, like I told you guys the reason for it. But honestly, guys, does anyone in the building know how long it took them? To me, that felt like at least 3 minutes. It's 1-0 for City right now. 1-0 for City. Bro, that took way too long. They need to sort this out. They need to sort this out. T Pro, because I'd rather face City in the latter rounds of the Champions League than Real Madrid. That's just me personally. I wouldn't be as worried about facing City than I would be about Real Madrid. I'm just thinking from a Liverpool point of view. That's why I would rather City go through in these playoffs. Yeah, bro, I would literally rather face Man City over 2 legs than Arsenal. Genuinely. Because of how well you guys defend. How well Arsenal defends. 3 minutes. LFC God says 3 minutes and 50 seconds apparently is what it said on commentary in the UK. That's crazy, bro. When you're taking that long to make a decision on an offside, like I said, for me, a goal like that should stand. If it's that difficult to make a decision, it means it's very, very tight. And now, guys, we're in for one heck of a game, I think. Already there's been drama. We're 24 minutes in. There's already been a goal, but it just feels like both teams are just going to go for it, and that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see in football. 3 minutes and 50 seconds now, bro. That should never happen. That should never happen. Thank you for always recognizing me. Of course, Finny, and thank you for being in the building and showing that positivity and that love. It means everything, Finny. But predictions for tomorrow, I'm going for a 2-0 Liverpool win. I know it's going to be incredibly difficult, but I can't. And this just shows I'm useless for predictions because I'm always going to predict Liverpool to win. Vinny Jr. just hit the crossbar. Vinicius just hit the crossbar. Oh my god, that was close. Guys, this game They should have checked the screen anyway, says Critical Edits. Bro, this game right now is insane. It's a corner for Real Madrid now. This game is insane. What is that piece of skill from Rodrigo? Oh my god. Yo, Kloppaholic, nice to see you in the building. Guys, by the way, do you guys agree that Rodrigo is a really underrated footballer? When I think about the definition of an underrated footballer, I think about a player like Rodrigo, because I think he's obviously gets into the Real Madrid team, but I think he's a freaking baller, and he doesn't get that talked about just because of the fact that there's like these flashy players in Vini and Mbappe that play in the attack of Real Madrid. But I think low-key Rodrigo, bro, I think he's so good. And he doesn't get talked about as much, obviously, because he plays along the likes of Kylian Mbappe, who's playing down the middle. Kylian Mbappe down the middle today, and then Vini usually plays on the left. But I think he's the definition of an underrated player. And when I read a report, I forget who put it out, that Liverpool nearly signed him. It made me so sad because he's a player I would have loved at Liverpool. I think Rodrigo's top. I wish he had joined us. He's a baller. Yeah, Ronnie Prime. Shadowed by Mbappe and Vini completely. They hype Bellingham and Vini and Mbappe too much, and he doesn't get that same kind of love, which he definitely deserves, because I feel like in big games as well, he seems to rise for Real Madrid somehow in a low-key way sometimes. Yeah, it's still 1-0, and the goal scorer was Erling Haaland. Josko Guardiola with the assist. Taha, it's called Foot Mob. Hey, what's good? Ronnie Prime is going with the Everton 3, Liverpool 4 prediction. So you think it's going to be a 7-goal thriller? No chance. I'm sorry, no chance. But yeah, what I was saying before is, honestly, I think I'm useless for Liverpool game predictions, because I'm always going to predict Liverpool to win. Like, I will never go into any game believing that Liverpool can't win. For me, that's just, I think no matter who you support, I don't care if you're the most deluded. I think Plymouth fans going into this weekend should believe they can beat Liverpool, because look, they did. And in football, I think you should always back your team to win. But that's also why I think I'm absolutely useless at predictions, because I'm always going to be biased. That's just the truth. So when I say 2-0, I'm not. That doesn't mean I underestimate how much of a fight I know it's going to be. The fact that it's the last Merseyside derby at Goodison. I agree. Mohamed Salah somehow is still underrated. Thank you, Taha. Thank you. No, Roddy Prime, no. Jack Grealish is down injured right now, guys. It looks like he's not going to be able to continue. It looks like he might not be able to continue. Let's see. Yeah, guys, Phil Foden's about to come on for Jack Grealish, who can't continue in this one. Yeah, Phil Foden's coming on for Jack Grealish, guys, who is coming off with an injury there. Damn, Mart says, I think Man City will win 4 or 5-0 because they have class and quality. Leo, hopefully we can buy Holland. Nah, I don't think Holland's joining Liverpool. That would not be the type of signing. Ronnie Prime, tomorrow night, it's at Goodison. It's at Goodison. No, Ryan, the league can be ours in February. But I do think tomorrow would feel like, for me, it would feel like the most monumental win of our Premier League season so far. And that's why, for me, it's our biggest game of the season so far. It is. Genuinely. I'm not worried about the Everton game. Joey, not worried, but we can't underestimate them 1% because of how much of a fight it's going to be. And I say that because I've spoken to quite a few Everton fans in the last few days, and they've been telling me how this game for them is like their cup final. They now know they're pretty much not going to get relegated, so they're staying up. So basically, the most important game left in their season is literally tomorrow night. So for them, this is kind of the whole season. If they beat us and they could potentially make sure that we don't win the league title, that would be a W season for them. And obviously to stay up as well. So it's going to be war, guys. Tomorrow night is going to be war. And we cannot underestimate that. We can't. Never. Danny says Everton are in 7th in current form, below just Newcastle and Chelsea. Yeah, since David Moyes took over, he's done a superb job so far. So it's going to be tough. Arsenal's next game, I believe, is Leicester away this weekend. So that might not be an easy game for them either, because Leicester obviously want to try to stay up in the Premier League. So they're going to be fighting for everything they have. And they have a lot of injuries. Martinelli is injured now too. So that could be a difficult game for Arsenal this weekend. But yeah, I believe they play Leicester away and we play Wolves at home this weekend. Those are the 2 other games. Big up to you, Michael Zafar in the building. What's good? Leo, it's that United fan, Low-Key Mason. Keep on doing these videos and we keep supporting. Thank you very much, Low-Key Mason. Big up to you. I'm sending my very best to you as well. Leo, the fact it's at Goodison Park will make it hard. Not just that, the fact that it's the last ever time at Goodison Park. And for Everton fans, that's history there. And so, like I said, the atmosphere is going to be by far the most intense of the entire season. For them, it's their Champions League Cup final, whatever you want to call it. It's that for their entire season, because they're pretty much sure to stay up now. They're not going to go down, so it's going to be hard. But you best believe we'll be ready to go to war too. We know that it's going to be a fight. Fat Potato, anything's possible in football, but I think it would be the most monumental result, like I said, of this Premier League season so far, because Arsenal are in Dubai as well, and every Arsenal fan, every Arsenal player is going to be watching the Merseyside derby tomorrow night. So to be able to come away with the 3 points would just put such a dent in their kind of energy, confidence, belief, everything. And that's why... No, Ronnie Prime. I was saying it before. I never really go into any Liverpool game accepting a draw. I always bat especially with the quality we have and the way we've been playing this season. I never want to go into any game accepting a draw. Never. De Bruyne in the box. Oof, chance. Anything can happen in the Merseyside derby. Literally anything, exactly. And I've never been able to go to Goodison Park, but from what I've heard, it is such a tight ground that also it's like unless you've been there and felt that intensity, you don't know what that game feels like. And that's why, yeah, it's there's a reason why we don't win there most times we go there. If you look at the last 5 times we went there. Foden with a decent effort, a goal, and it's saved by Courtois. You can tell how much City are growing in confidence right now. City are really growing in confidence. Foden, yeah. Foden from outside the box. Haaland in the box. Oh, what a block. Oh my god, who was that block? Guys, I thought Erling Haaland was about to make it 2-0 there. What is that block? I think it's from Asensio. Guys, that's that young center half for Real Madrid. He looks like a player. Look at this. Guys, that Erling Haaland shot looked dangerous. Look at this block from Asensio. He's a baller. And I actually was reading a report, I think it was yesterday, that Real Madrid are ready to offer him a new contract already because of how impressed they've been with his mentality. And now he's had to step up because of the defensive injury crisis Real Madrid have had. Corner. Bar for City. Guys, Akanji hits the crossbar. What is this game? The amount of chances we're seeing right now. Crossbar. Manuel Akanji from the corner there. He heads it. And he hits the crossbar. City nearly go 2-0 up. This game. Which position do you think Liverpool needs to strengthen the most? Lang. I think a center back that can play left back. And that's why I mentioned his name many times before. But someone who fits that mold perfectly and is Dutch, so Slaw would love that, is Jorel Hato from Ajax. He's played the same amount of games pretty much in his career at left back and center back, and that's the type of signing I think we need the most. A lot of teams have players like that, like Arsenal have Calafiori, Man City have Guardiola. A lot of teams nowadays seem to have players like left-footed center backs who can also play left back. We don't have that, and I think we could really benefit with having a player like that in our team. So I feel like that's the position I would want us to most strengthen in, I'll say. Forest are apparently 2-0 up. Who scored for Forest? Thank you, Kai. We got an Everton fan in the building. Thank you for your kind message. I don't think Robbo's time at Liverpool is over, but I think probably Robbo's time as our starter week in, week out is maybe going to be over at the end of this season. Just because Slot is brutal and we've seen it. Robbo this season hasn't been the Robbo we all know he can be. And I think he would say it himself, you know. But I don't think his Liverpool career is over. I just think, like I said, him being a starter week in, week out, that could be over by the summer if we end up signing a left back, which I think is possible. So we'll see. We'll see. I think there's a bigger chance, though, that Kostas Tsimikas ends up leaving just because he's a bit younger and he could maybe get us a bit more money. And Robbo would stay on as also a mentor to whatever younger left back we get in. Because we all know Robbo has an elite mentality. You can't ever fault him for his mentality. And he's one of the leaders in the group. So I think there's a good chance he would stay. And like I said, be a mentor to whatever young left back we bring in to basically teach them the ways of what it means to become an elite player for Liverpool. Never forget that Robbo signed for 7 to 8 million pounds from Hull City, and not many people believed in him. And what is it that made him become a world-class player for Liverpool and arguably up there with our best left back in our history? His mentality, his elite mentality, his work rate. And that's why I think we got to keep players like that around as leaders in the group. as mentors for the next generation we want to bring through at Liverpool, which I know Slot and our recruitment staff will be looking at. Players like Jorel Hato, players like that. Yo, Kumra, nice to see you in the building. Nah, don't be sorry. How's it going? How's your day been? Bro, I would love Robinson as well, but I think because of his age, we won't go for it. The fact that he's turning 28 this year, Anthony Robinson from Fulham, I think the reason we won't sign him is because of his age. Otherwise, I think he's fantastic. Yo, Godurzi's in the building. Nice to see you, bro. How's your day been? I love you sending in those Salah emojis. Love those. The Ronaldo says, Leo, did you see that Liverpool YouTube video? And it says that I stole your trophy because Gakpo got Player of the Month. Which Liverpool YouTube video? Which one are you talking about? Ronnie Prime, I think Kostas would bring us more money in the market than Robbo just because of his age. I think so. I would love Kirkez, but I think because of the price it would cost to get him, I'm not so sure that's the player we're going to go for. Real Madrid on the counter here. Rodrigo, Rodrigo won it back and now he plays it to Vinny out wide. Vinny. It's going to be a corner for Real Madrid. That was well defended by Akanji. Fair play to Akanji there. Godurzi, I'm doing well. This game so far, to be fair, I know there's only been one goal, but to be fair, I think it's been fantastic. It's been a fantastic game of football in terms of the amount of chances end to end. Both teams are just going for it. Neither team is just sitting back. I think it's been a great game so far. And it's a bit of a surprise that it's still only 1-0. Me personally, I prefer Barcelona to Real Madrid. That's me personally. But that's also because I grew up watching Messi. On the weekends, I used to always switch on the TV when it was in Liverpool to watch Barcelona because Messi is the greatest player that I've been able to watch. And I don't care who you support, you have to hold your hands up and say, wow. That's a player like no other. Valverde, is he going to take a shot from distance? Oh my god, that was close. Oh my god, that was close. I'm such a big fan of this player, by the way, you guys. Genuinely, I think if I could bring one player to Liverpool, I know, no, actually, there's a lot of good Real Madrid players, but I think Valverde is an insane bowler. If I had to pick the most complete footballer in world football, honestly, Valverde might be up there. I feel like he has everything in his game. And he's that type of player where you could slot him in into any position and he would just put in a shift for you. Just like Stevie G. Stevie G, back in the day, you could play him right back, you can play him anywhere. And because of his mentality and how complete he was in his attributes, I feel like you can trust him anywhere on the pitch. And I would say the same thing about Valverde. Even though obviously Stevie G is better, I just think Valverde is that type of player. Nah, not me. I do not have a soft spot. Yeah, Ryan, we can play football bingo at halftime. Yo, darling you, nice to see you in the building. How's it going? Lewis Hall, is he available for just 25 million? Nah, I feel like there's no way he's that cheap. Edward, I don't think I'm going to the Carabao Cup final. I don't know if you saw the video, but I've been reaching out the last few days to see prices for the final, and they're so expensive that I don't see how it would go. I don't think I'm going to be able to go for that price. It's just too crazy. I would love to, but I told you guys the cheapest price I've been told so far in terms of the resale market, because I'm not a season ticket holder, is £850, which is nearly 1,000 euros, which is absurd. That's per person. Yeah, that's per person. So it's absurd. But obviously that's the resale market. When Liverpool sells it on their official website, that's the season ticket holders mostly. That's a different price, obviously. But those tickets are so limited that I would never have access to one of those, you know? Yeah, bro, it's ridiculous. Stevie G, I agree. He's goated. You see him right here. He's my GOAT. My favorite player ever. That was actually a decent cross from Vinny. If anybody was in the box there, that pretty much would have been a tap in. Pretty much. Wow, Edward, that's unreal. Mohamed, it's not even close. Mohamed Salah is levels above Eden Hazard. You can. I think that the better debate is who was better in their prime. That's very hard to decide between Eden Hazard and Mohamed Salah. I might even say Eden Hazard in their prime. But guess what matters in football? Everybody who knows everything about football, and I listen to countless interviews with world-class managers, world-class players. The hardest thing to do in football is consistency. Consistency. And that's why for me, Mohamed Salah is levels above Eden Hazard in terms of a footballer because of the consistency. But if I had to say who's had a better prime, I would probably say Eden Hazard. But to me, that's not what defines a player. That's not what defines a player, because Eden Hazard didn't have a longevity in his game. Like he couldn't do it at Real Madrid. Couldn't do it at Real Madrid, and that says it all. You know? Salah prime is better stats, but Hazard better skills. Yeah, I agree. Brady, it's also like which kind of player do you prefer to watch? I know I'd much rather have a Mohamed Salah in my team, obviously, because he's more decisive in the big moments. That was close again for Real Madrid. For Mbappe there. Hi, Lewis. I hope you're doing well. Bro, that Carabao Cup final, I don't even want to give predictions. Newcastle are so good that I'm already nervous for that game. And it's not till next month. It's not till March. I'm already nervous for it. Kanji's coming back up now. Gaming, I'm going with a 2-0 Liverpool win. Big up Mystic. Nebula says I'm watching this. It's 12 a.m. because school's closed tomorrow due to snow. That's... Where are you where it's snowing right now? I'm starting to get the hiccups. Yo, Stevie McKenna, my brother. How's it going? It's nice to see you in the building. How are you feeling ahead of the Merseyside derby tomorrow night? I know, obviously, tonight we're watching the City Real Madrid game. Oh, God, Mbappe puts it way over. Mbappe, he should do better with that chance. I know, obviously, there's the City Real Madrid game, but to us, the biggest game is tomorrow night, the Merseyside derby. We have a chance to go 9 points clear. It don't get bigger than that. Bro, Kylian Mbappe should do better there. My guy. He's got to put that on target. He's got to put that on target. Mystic Nebula says, I'm in Turkey. It's not too much snow, so I don't understand. Big one, Leo. A tough game that they'll make difficult. We got it, but you'll never walk alone. Love that. Love that. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Like I was saying, it's the last ever Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. And for them, now that they're pretty much sure to stay up because of how good they've been under the new boss, David Moyes, they're going to give everything. Like their whole season basically depends on this now, pretty much. Big up to you, Tommy Deary. Thank you very much for becoming a community support member. I want those W's in the building for Tommy. And Tommy, I want you spamming those emojis. Yeah, guys, let me stop the timer. The halftime whistle has just blown. It is still 1-0 to City. Erling Haaland with the goal. It's been, honestly, even though, like I said, one goal in this half, I think it's been a great game. End to end, both teams have just gone for it. But City lead 1-0 at the half. Erling Haaland with the goal, Josko Guardiola with the assist. And, yo, Joseph. Guys, for those of you that want to play football bingo, I'm going to send that link through right now, okay? I'm going to send that through. This game is interesting. What time is the Carabao Cup final? We don't know what time it's going to kick off at yet. It's probably going to be between 3 and 5 p.m. UK, 3 and 5:30 p.m. UK time, somewhere around there, just based on what it's been in the past. That would be my prediction. I'm wearing an Icelandic coat right now because the heating broke. The heating broke in the building that I'm living in right now. So the last 2 days it's just been freezing. So I've just been wearing a coat inside pretty much. I've just been freezing, and it was actually snowing in Lille the other day. So it's been so cold. Leo, could the next one be an end? I think we had a Robbo sticker before, Joseph, but we decided to just change things up. Okay, sorry for the wait, you guys. Let me send the bingo link in the chat right now. Here it is. I'm going to pin it as well for those of you that want to play the bingo. I'm happy to hear my videos made you happy. It means a lot to me. Thanks, Ronnie Prime. Big up, Joseph. That's why we got to keep spreading, Joseph. That's my fundamental belief around football and life. We got to spread positivity. And the reason I say that is, especially around football, is the fact that even though football means the world to us, and for us, a lot of us in the building, we're Liverpool fans, Liverpool means the world to us. At the same time, there are more important things in the world. Let's not kid ourselves, like war, like sickness. There's a lot of things, right, that feel a lot more serious. And that's why I think we have to use football, we have to use sport as a medium to spread positivity. That's just my personal opinion. That doesn't mean that we don't get frustrated or we don't get angry because of, again, how much we care about it. Just like I was pissed off when we lost to Plymouth. But at the end of it all, the next day, I think you have to wake up with positivity, because just in life, I truly believe that every day is a blessing, and we don't know how many days we're going to be living on this planet Earth. We don't know how long we're going to have the people around us. And therefore, I personally want to live my life, and I want to spread that kind of energy to those around me, to never take a day for granted. Because I think it's a miracle to already be living and to be healthy and to be able to walk. And me personally, that I know that's something I write about every single day, gratitude and appreciation, because I just think life is something very, very special. And it's easy to forget that sometimes, because we can just get into the mundane part of life, all of us. But I never want that to happen, Okay, so sorry. I'll get the bingo game started for those of you that want to start the bingo game, okay? I see there's 34 of you in the building. Good luck to everybody that's playing the bingo. There's a 10-second countdown right now for that game. By the way, 1,500 of you guys have voted, and let me see who you guys are supporting tonight. So 54% of you guys are saying want Real Madrid to win tonight, and 46% want Man City. So wow, I'm a bit surprised there. I'm a bit surprised that majority of you guys actually want Real Madrid. Big up Lang, and thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you, brother. You'll never walk alone. I don't think the match has been boring. Now I disagree. I think it's been end to end. But Raheem, I think we're more so saying who would we rather go through, not just win tonight, because obviously these playoffs are played over 2 legs. Me personally, I'd rather City go through. And not because I like City. Trust me, I don't like City. It's more so because I think we have a better chance of beating them in the latter rounds. Liverpool has a better chance of beating them in the latter rounds in the Champions League. That's why. That's it. Yeah, Mystic Nebula. I think Jarrell Kwanzaa was absolutely brilliant for us last season, but it's felt like he's just lost his confidence under Slot. And I think that happened on the very first match day when we played Ipswich away and he got taken off at halftime. That looked like it just took a huge knock on his confidence. And honestly, since then, he's had a few good performances, but overall, it's just felt like he hasn't been the player that we saw last season. You know, I still back him to succeed at Liverpool because I do think that all the core attributes you need to become a top center back, he has. I think he does have it. But this season, it just felt like he hasn't been his confident or best self. And I am a little bit worried about his Liverpool future because it feels like Slot is very brutal in his decision making. And I hope that that doesn't kind of kill Jarrell Kwanzaa's confidence too much. By the way, PSG smashed Brest. I told you guys before, I think that this round of playoff games, it wasn't even going to be close. I really did feel PSG were going to smash them. And this is the first leg away from home, and they beat them 3-0, PSG did. So they're sure to go to the knockout stages of the competition. They're pretty much sure. You hope City, yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking about it from our point of view, honestly. That's all. I'm literally just thinking about it from a Liverpool point of view. Because otherwise, I think lots of us might be neutrals in this game. It's 1-0 right now for City. 1-0. Damn, the Vicar, I see you did the bingo. And you got pretty close. You got the closest so far. The Vicar, but that I still see you got 2 wrong. Or did you get 3 wrong? 2 or 3 wrong? Yeah, Ronnie Prime, I think it's scheduled for March 16th, if I'm not mistaken. Which, let me check if that's a Saturday. But, like I said, we don't know what the exact date will be for it. March 16th? Oh no, that's a Sunday. Are you sure? Bro, are you sure? Because I've seen the date March 16th being thrown around a lot. And I just checked right now my calendar and that March 16th falls on a Sunday. Yeah, it falls on a Sunday. Big up, Agro. Thank you very much for your kind message. Je suis ton meilleur fan. J'espère que tu vas bien. Yeah, it's on March 6th. That's what I was saying, yeah. I don't. Ronaldo's, I don't have a Newcastle fan friend. Who do you think will win the Champions League, Liverpool or Barca? Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Path says, Leo, I'm a big fan. Big up to you. Nice to see you in the building. Definitely not a YouTuber, says, how gutted are you that Klopp left when it happened? I was so gutted. I couldn't imagine a world without him as a Liverpool fan because he just meant the world. And I can't imagine any other manager in the future meaning as much as he did. But honestly, the job Slot's done, I just think it's been the perfect. He's just been the perfect successor. And obviously, it's helped the fact that we've been successful on the pitch. But I just think just the way every press conference, the way he just goes about his business, I think Slot is top class. And now I don't think about Klopp as much because, again, that's in the past. I'm so thankful for the times that we had under Slot, but I'm not like wishing that he was still here because that's just not a reality. There's no point in doing that. You know, it's just like in life, I think there's no point really in regrets. Like, we just got to live in the moment. And in the moment, we have Arne Slot as our boss, and we got to be thankful because he's a top manager. And it was a very difficult decision to replace that man, Jurgen. And to be fair, they've done it in a way that I couldn't even have dreamt of, really. So, fair play to them. Fair play to whoever, whether it was Michael Edwards, whether it was Richard Hughes, I don't care who it was behind the scenes. They chose Slot. He wasn't the obvious decision. And he's just been absolutely brilliant. Tonight, I'd rather, I was saying it before, I'd rather City go through because Madrid are just so unpredictable in the Champions League that I would be more confident over two legs against City. We've done it before, remember, when we beat them 3-0 at home and then 2-1 away. I know that was a few years ago, but I just think in the Champions League, Real Madrid are different gravy. And therefore, if they can get knocked out, that's my personal dream as a Liverpool fan. That's all. That's all. I'm loving the new emojis. Yes, Tommy. I love that you're spamming them in the building. Yeah. I don't think anyone expected Slot to do as well as he did. Completely agree. Nobody. I couldn't have even dreamt of. It's not even like expectations. My hopes for this season, honestly, my hopes were that we'd make top 4. That was my hopes. And look at where we are. It's wild. Wild. Jamaica in the building. Lucian, nice to see you in the building. Was good. Damn, none of you guys got bingos though. I see Mahad and Chiwon. You guys got really close though. You only got one wrong. Only one wrong. That's really good. What do you think Kelleher will do? Do you think he'll be a number 1 keeper or stay at the greatest team in the world for success? Alfie Gaming, I think he'll leave this summer. And the reason I think he'll leave this summer is because I don't think Alisson will leave. I think he'll still, because he's still at the elite level, I think he'll definitely want to stay. And if Alisson wants to stay, then he'll still be our number 1 because he is incredible. And therefore, I really don't see a world where Kelleher is willing to be a number 3. Because remember, Mamardashvili came in and we spent big money on him. The Valencia Georgian keeper. And trust me, this summer, there will be interest. I think the likes of Newcastle and Chelsea will be interested in signing Kelleher this summer. And I think he'll leave. It makes me so sad to say that. But the moment I felt he was leaving was the moment we signed Mamardashvili. Conway, you have to become Conway, you have to become a member to use the emojis. But yeah, that's my honest prediction. And the fact that we're going to be trying to raise as many funds as we can this summer because I think it's going to be, you know how we see how Slot is a brutal manager in terms of the decisions that he makes. Like I was just talking about, we were talking about Kwanzaa, the first match week. I think he showed what he's all about. The fact that he took Kwanzaa off at halftime, that's something Klopp would never do. He's not afraid to make those big decisions in terms of ruthlessness. And I think in the transfer market it will be the same. The fact that now Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes are in charge and we have Slot as a manager, I wouldn't be surprised if, for example, Darwin left or Lucho left or like we're talking about Kelleher. The fact that a lot of players might leave this summer so that we can have a squad revamp for the type of personalities and players that Slot wants. Because as of right now, this is Klopp's team. You know, the only signing that he's made that of a player that's playing this season is Chiesa, and he's just a luxury player, you know? So I think this summer is going to be a really big summer, a really busy summer for us in terms of outgoings and incoming transfers. You know, I really am confident of that. Yeah, I think Chelsea will be interested in him. Same with Newcastle. And I think we might be able to get 25 to 30 million pounds for him, which is a lot of money to use in the market, you know? All right, guys, I'm going to get the timer ready for the second half. I'm going to get the timer ready for the second half. It looks like Rico Lewis is coming on, by the way. Rico Lewis is coming on for, I think it's a Kanji. Wow, guys, that's a big blow for City. There's no way that's not an injury, because I think Akanji played really well in that first half. And Pep is bringing on Rico Lewis for Akanji. So definitely that must be some kind of injury or some kind of knock that Akanji would have picked up. Yeah, for me, it would be Jorel Hato. Woody is my dream signing. The Ajax center back who also plays left back, because you could fill two positions. And he's Dutch. And we see how Slot's able to get the best out of his Dutch players. All right, guys, I want to hear your predictions in the building for the full-time score. Guys, let me know your full-time predictions. The second half is officially kicked off. I'm going to bring the crowd noise. Let me know if you can hear the crowd noise. You should be able to hear. But yeah, guys, let me know your predictions for the second half. I think it's going to end 1-1. That's my personal prediction. But I hope there'll be more than just one goal in the second half. That's just my personal prediction. Oh my God, Erling Haaland is the crossbar already. 30 seconds in. Now there might honestly even be more goals. There might even be more goals. Erling Haaland is at the crossbar already. Yeah, Hato was at Anfield as well, exactly. Gravenberch invited him. Erling Haaland hits the crossbar. Maybe I'm changing my prediction already because of how open this game might continue to be. It took a slight deflection off of Camavinga, but look at the reaction from Haaland. He's just going... Did you see that reaction from Haaland? Damn. I think, guys, let me know if I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure there's been 3 crossbars so far in this game. 3 crossbars. That's wild. Agent Gravenberch, yeah. Bro, if we can get that signing over the line, you're going to be seeing the most excited Leo you've ever seen. Because he's the signing I want the most. And you guys heard me say this before, but Slot clearly knows how to get the best out of his Dutch players, because Virgil's been the best in the world this season. Gravenberch has been the biggest revelation, and he's gotten the best out of Cody Gakpo. So if we can bring in the next Dutch young wonder kid from Ajax, who can fill 2 positions that we need, I'm all for it. And I think we're in a good place to sign him, you know, because he's going to want to join a team that has 3 Dutch players, a Dutch manager. So, and Slot is known for developing talent, by the way. At Feyenoord, one of the reasons we recruited him was he had a really good track record of signing young players and developing them. So, Jorel Hato will know about that because he obviously, you know, Slot managed in the Eredivisie for many years. I would rather City wins because Real Madrid are just different gravy in the Champions League. So if Liverpool can avoid Real Madrid in the Champions League, I would rather that. So that's why I'm personally not supporting City, but I would rather City go through. Yeah, Jack Willis, the heating in the building blew up, so there's no more heating and it's really cold. So I've just been indoors with the coat because it's really, really cold here. No way Exeter have scored. They've equalized against Nottingham Forest to make it 2-2. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm streaming tomorrow night for the Merseyside derby. Of course. I think Liverpool will win, Matthews. I think we'll win. Oh my God. I don't know how to say his name, Woody LFC, but I would love him. Oh yeah, wait, let me see why that's bugging. Oh, there we go. It's fixed. That should be fixed now. Tommy Deary, I love the emojis you're spamming in the building. Saxy, I'm half French, half Icelandic. But I lived in the US for 11 years, so English ended up becoming my primary language because I mostly went to school in New York. If we could sign any player, who would you sign? That's too hard of a question to answer, honestly. I don't know. Oh, Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak. And I say that because I think he just, every time I see him play, I think he looks like a Liverpool player. And strikers are obviously the position that costs you the most money in the market. So, and he's Premier League proven. Yeah, I think if I could bring any player in world football right now to Liverpool in the summer, it would be Alexander Isak. He's just insane. And he's still relatively young. So yeah, that's the one player I would bring. And I think he actually would suit our style of play as well. He's a complete striker. He can run in behind. He's great in his link-up play. He has pace. He's just, yeah, I think he's the whole package. No, I would rather get Isak than Gyökeres. And I say that because also Isak is Premier League proven. Shout out to you, Alex, in the building. Melissa in the building, the Villa fan. Nice to see you. That was a big result for you again at the weekend. You beat Spurs in the FA Cup. You must be buzzing about the season you're having so far, especially with how you performed in the Champions League. Big up, Tommy Deary. Thank you very much. $619. I'm still going to back us to win the Carabao Cup. And the reason is because the last time we played Newcastle, where it ended 3-3, we didn't have Ibu Konate. And if Ibu Konate and Virgil are fit to play in that final, I think that centre-back partnership is just so good that I back us to win in the final. But obviously we can't underestimate Newcastle because I think it's... I think they're an incredible team this season under Eddie Howe, especially in recent times, like the last 3 months. Shout out to you, Noah, in the building. IFK fans. Shout out to you, Noah. Arsenal fan, I love your watch-alongs. Thank you, Cicely. Nice to see you in the building. Even though we're rivals, big up to you in the building. Uh-oh, Vinny here on the left-hand side. Makes his way into the box. Oh my god. Guys, Vinny with a fantastic run into the box. He crosses it to Jude Bellingham and he's not able to put it on target. It goes out for a goal kick. $619 says, I'm a Newcastle fan and Eddie Howe has changed our club massively. Liverpool will probably win, but I'll still support Newcastle, of course. And 619, you got to believe that you can beat us in a final because in a one-off game, anything is possible. And you best believe that you have quality. I mean, I look at your team, the way you defended. I mean, the most recent game I watched was obviously the Carabao, the second leg against Arsenal. And the way you guys defended was just incredible. The way you kept a clean sheet. And then I look at your midfield three, and I think it's one of the best in the league. And then just that front three that you have as well on the counter is just so lethal, so full of energy that Newcastle definitely is up there, I think, with the hardest, the toughest team you can face in England this season. You know, so we have to say fair play. Big up, Jacob. Thank you for your kind message, Jacob. Tommy, I do think it's one of the shocks of the century. I do think so. The Plymouth game. And even it's not true that we played our C team because we had quite a few players who are just on the fringe of being starters. I mean, just the front four in the second half was literally Darwin, Chiesa. Oh, Mbappe with a chance in the box. But no, I think it was one of the biggest shocks, and that's okay to say that. That happens in football, it's okay. And if anybody is bantering you at school or whatever for that, don't care, because you can just say who's top of the Premier League, and that's the biggest trophy you can win, or who's top of the Champions League, that's the other biggest trophy you can win. So don't care about the banter, but the reality is it was one of the biggest shocks of the century in English football. We can't kid ourselves. It's just the reality, you know? Who would you start? Gakpo, Alfie Gaming? I think I would go for a front three of Gakpo on the left, Darwin down the middle, and Mohamed Salah on the right. That's the front three I would go for tomorrow night. Rory, it's 1-0 still for City right now. Shout out to you, LFC Football Edits. No, Ryan. Definitely not. Even if Slot wins all 3 trophies in his first season, the legacy, you can't compare, Slot. And I think there's no point in comparing the two, because the position Slot is going to be in from the moment he took over Liverpool to the position Klopp was in when he took over Liverpool are 2 entirely different positions. So I don't think you can compare the 2 managers. Just like genuinely, if you compare Bob Paisley and Bill Shankly as 2 managers of Liverpool, I think it's the exact same kind of way you could define it, where Bob Paisley is our most successful manager on paper in the history of the club in terms of trophies, but who's probably the manager who has the biggest legacy? I would say probably Bill Shankly, because he built those foundations. And he came in when Liverpool was in the 2nd division in England. And he turned the football club around, And Bob Paisley wouldn't have been able to do the things he did if it wasn't for Bill Shankly, So it's just a different legacy. But I really think the miracle job Klopp has done needs to be compared to Bill Shankly, in a modern state. Because we were in a bad place when he took over. And I think the job he did was a miracle job. Miracle job, and we'll never forget that. Ever. Jaren, I think 1 or 2 of our attackers will leave this summer. 1 or 2 of our attackers. So I think that means we'll also sign an attacker this summer. That's a position to keep an eye out on. I feel really confident about that. Erling Haaland in the box. Plays it back. Aaron, I think 2 positions. I think the 2 positions where we can improve are left back and striker. I think those are the 2 positions. For example, if we had a Kirkaz at left back or Alexander Isak at striker, I think we would be an even better team. Those are the 2 positions. Yeah, I saw the Go 500. I saw John Ellis is at the game. My guy. Yeah, Colin. The if there's one attacker of our front 6 that I know 1000% won't be leaving us this summer, it's Cody Gakpo, because clearly Slot loves him, and he's still young and everything. So if there's one attacker that's 1000% not leaving, it is Cody Gakpo, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Guys, who's gonna take this free kick for Real Madrid? It looks like it's probably gonna be Valverde. We were just talking about him before. He's a freaking baller, but you never know. It might also be Rodrigo, sorry. It might also be Rodrigo. So it looks like it's going to be... Is it going to be Valverde or Dani Ceballos? Could be also. Ederson in goal. Ooh, blocked by the wall. It's blocked by the wall. Back in! Mbappe! Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe, my guy. Guys, that was not a clear touch from Kylian Mbappe, but it's 1-1. We knew that's kind of a that's a very weird goal there. I don't know what this goal was because he clearly didn't catch the ball in a clean way or anything, but he'll take it. You best believe Kylian Mbappe will take that goal. And it was scrappy. And I can't even believe that it went in because it just almost looked like it was in slow motion. But you best believe Real Madrid will take it. That's a big goal for them. Look at this. That's a great ball in behind. Who got the assist? I'm not exactly sure, but it was Dani Ceballos. Wow, guys, credit to him because I think that goal was more so made in the assist than the actual finish. That ball over the top. And it's 1-1. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian! The best footballer on his day. Exactly, Tommy. That's the way you respond to any haters or people trying to banter after that. Because that's the most important. Premier League, Champions League. Look at that. Kylian Mbappe. Look, he's just kind of like laughing. Look, Mbappe's laughing with Jude and Vinny because he knows he kind of got lucky with that one. And sometimes you get lucky with it. Look. Bro, look at his reaction. Oh, God. It looks like City are going through... Now... Ake is also off. Pepe's already had to bring off Akanji, and now he's brought off Ake, and Kovacic has come on for City. Jeez. W Mbappe, yeah. Honestly, I think there's more goals to come in this one. But I really do think if City don't win tonight at home, I think 1,000% Real Madrid will go through. If City don't win tonight, I think 1,000% Real Madrid will be the team that ends up going through. Yo, Him Kong, nice to see you in the building. Was good. You literally come in right after Kylian Mbappe scores to equalize for Madrid. Yeah, Mbappe has found his form. But it's normal. It was always going to take a bit of time to gel into that front three. You know? Yeah, Foden was subbed on in the first half, though. When Grealish came off. Yes, I do remember you, Sobo fan. LFC was good. Real Madrid on the counter, guys. Now it looks like Real Madrid's going to go on to win this, honestly. Look, Mbappe in the box. Plays it towards the back post. It falls to Valverde. Oh my God. You don't get closer than that. City went from dominating. Exactly. It looked like City were going to go on to win this, and now it's all Real Madrid. But look, guys, you don't get closer than that. Look at this chance for Valverde. Kylian Mbappe plays it towards the back post. One-time hit. You don't get any closer than that. It's inches from the post, going post in. Really close for Valverde. Yes, Daniel, I will be live tomorrow for the Liverpool-Everton game. AB plays, nice to see you in the building as well, was good. What a chance there. But yeah, honestly, with the flow of the game right now, it looks like Madrid's more likely to win it. I'm telling you, they're just different gravy in this competition, and that's why I hate facing them in the Champions League. I hate facing them in the Champions League. It's like they're able to get out a different gear that they don't show in La Liga. Liverpool edits. I don't think I'm going to be going to Wembley because of the price of tickets. But prediction for tomorrow night, I'm going for a 2-0 Liverpool win. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Ball in behind Kylian Mbappe. Oh, that looked like a decent touch from Mbappe as well. Oof, that looked close. Yeah, guys, it's true. I'm thinking about it now. The headline ahead of this was Erling Haaland against Kylian Mbappe because they're kind of like the two future stars, I guess you could say, from post Messi Ronaldo era, and both of them scored tonight in this game. Thank you, Shania, for your kind message. Big up to you in the building. Damn, Dortmund are apparently 2-0 up. Who's Dortmund playing tonight? Dortmund's playing Sporting 2-0 away. Wow, that's a big result for Sporting so far. And I see Juve is 1-1 against PSV, which is not a great result so far for Juve, given they're playing at home. Jude! Oh my god, what a chance for Real Madrid again. Jude Bellingham in the box, and Ederson saves it. What a chance for Real Madrid there. Guys, this second half has been full of chances, just like the first half. Honestly, this game could already have a lot more goals in it if the teams were more clinical. Because I think there's been 3 crossbars so far. Vinny! I think Mbappe's on. Guys, Mbappe 1v1 against Ederson. Oh my god, he hits the post. Bro, I was literally just saying I think there's already been 3 crossbars in this game and now Mbappe hits the post, but it looks like it's offsides anyways, so it wouldn't have counted. Let's see though, on the replay. Yeah, that was definitely offsides. It wouldn't have counted. Yeah, Maka will start. Durin, I can guarantee you that the midfield 3 against Everton, I can almost guarantee you is going to be Gravenberch, Maka, and Szoboszlai. Salius, I'm 25. Yeah, Brady, tomorrow night is going to be so difficult. So difficult. From Scotland, big up from the homeland of Andy Robertson. Nah, for me, this has been an exciting game personally. Will this go to extra time if it's a draw? No, Daniel, because it's played over 2 legs. So, yeah, in the second leg though, if it remains kind of a draw by full time, then it would go to extra time. But as of right now, this is only the first leg. Yeah, bro, Asensio, him Kong, it looks like he's going to be signing a new contract as well because they've been so impressed with his mentality since he's had to step up with the injury crisis Real Madrid have had. Favorite player ever is this man right here. Stevie G. Stevie G. Leo, how many matches do we have left until the end of the season? Matthews, it all depends how far we go in the Champions League. But in the Premier League, it's 38 games, right? And so far we've played 23. So we have 15 games left. We have 15 games left in the Premier League. Tomorrow, after tomorrow, it'll be obviously 14. But yeah, that's the Premier League. And then the rest, we don't know. Again, it depends how far we go in the Champions League. And we only have that one game in the Carabao Cup, just the final. That's on March 16th. Yo, Ahmad, what's up, Leo? I was at school. My bad, I was late. Nah, nice to see you in the building. Ahmad, how's it going? It will be Ryan. And like I said, I would not be surprised this summer. Actually, one of the videos that I filmed just before this live, but it's gonna come out tomorrow, is the fact that there's a good chance we have an attack revamp this summer. There's a good chance that this summer, if the right offers come in, and it looks like they might come in for Darwin, Lucho, and Jota, there's a good chance they could leave. Probably not all three, because that would just be too many in one go. But there's a good chance 2 of those 3 leave this summer. And that would be a big attack revamp, because we would get a lot of money for them. And it would be kind of the start of a new era, I think, for our attack. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Wouldn't be surprised. Who's your all-time favorite player? Mine is Bobby Firmino. I was saying Stevie G, and then from the Klopp era, it's Bobby Firmino. You see him just there. That's why I have these 2 posters. There you see Bobby. So I agree with you from the Klopp era. You'll never walk alone, Tommy. I will see you tomorrow night for the Merseyside derby. City. Oh my god, big chance for City in the box. I think it's going to be a goal kick in the end. It must have come off of Erling Haaland. Yeah, I think it did. Yo, GS Warriors in the building. Nice to see you. Harsh Tubu says you'll never walk alone. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow night. Hopefully, Harsh Tubu for the Merseyside derby. 5 stars says my all-time player is Mohamed Salah, then Bobby, then Sadio Mane, then Diaz, and then Trent. DCM says who's your favorite player that isn't French or played for Liverpool? That's a good question. Favorite player who's not French and hasn't played for Liverpool. That's tough. I'm trying to think. Maybe Heung-min Son, honestly. I really love Heung-min Son from Spurs, and I always wished that he had joined us instead of Spurs when he was at Leverkusen. Even then, you could see how good he was. So, yeah, I think maybe Heung-min Son. Who scored for Madrid? Who else but Kylian Mbappe? Who else? Elliot says Jude Bellingham is going to score in the 90th minute. No, there's no news of the Salah contract renewal as things stand. Otherwise, you best believe I would have made a video about it. Nah, there's no news. Nothing yet. Hi, Tamim and Yassine. Nice to see you in the building. Thank you so much, Ross, for your kind words. Big up to you in the building. And shout out to you, Liverpool King 1. Wow, Arav bought a property in Egypt. You got to get Mohamed Salah to visit you when he comes back home. Where would you have liked to see Prime Son go? I always thought I would have liked him to come to Liverpool. I think under Klopp he would have been insane. The problem is we had that front three of Bobby, Mane, and Salah, so I don't think he would have gone in. But I don't know, honestly. But he obviously could have played for many, many elite clubs. That's how good he was and still is, honestly. I feel like still at his level right now, he could start for even bigger clubs than Spurs. Just Henry, nice to see you in the building. Was good. Tomorrow I'm so excited but nervous versus Everton, says Him Kong. Will be very hard. I agree. Bro, Mesut Ozil, he's another one of those players where no matter who you support, I think you just have to respect how good he was in his prime at Real Madrid. And even at some of his time at Arsenal, he was unreal. So he's a real baller. But I don't think he had the crazy longevity in his game. That's the only thing. But You best believe in his best years at Real Madrid, he was something very, very special. And then Arsenal. Your name is Tamim. Big up to you. Oh, is there an injury? Oh, no, he's just... Thank you, Logan the Gamer. Nice to see you in the building. Thank you for your kind words. Colin says, I'm from Ireland. Who scored for Man City? Erling Haaland. And he just got into a little... Look, he just got into a little bit of a fight there with Asensio. Look, Haaland was just completely holding Asensio's shirt. But genuinely, I think this is a must-win for City tonight. If City don't win tonight at home, I don't see how they win away from home. I'm in Madrid. I don't see it. I don't see it. Leo, do you think Darwin will start in the middle tomorrow? Or will it be Jota or Lucho? I have a feeling it's going to be Darwin. And the reason I say Darwin is because I do think he grasped that opportunity against Spurs. I thought he was great in the game against Spurs. And he was especially good defending on set pieces, honestly, from corners. And you best believe at Goodison, Everton are going to have a lot of corners. So if we can have someone like Darwin who's going to be very good defending set pieces and then just fighting and being a physical presence on the pitch, I think it's a perfect game for Darwin. He just needs to keep his cool head. You know, that's the main thing. But yeah, I think our front three will be Gakpo on the left, Darwin down the middle, because he also didn't start against Plymouth. I think that was a sign that Slot was getting him ready for Everton. So yeah, I think it'll be Gakpo, Darwin, and Salah on the right, obviously. Foden in the box. Oh, penalty. Penalty for City. It's a penalty for City. Phil Foden is brought down in the box by Dani Ceballos, and he's saying that it's a dive. Do you guys think that's a penalty? I'm going to have to look at the replay. Phil Foden goes down in the box. That looked like a penalty to me. Guys, that looked like a penalty to me. Let's have a look. Yep, for me that's a pen. Oh, that's 1,000% a pen. It's not even a question. Look, Dani Ceballos runs into him, doesn't touch any of the ball, and when you're moving with that kind of when there's that kind of movement, that's a foul. 1,000%. 1,000%. It's a penalty for City. Phil Foden's down right now. Bro, City have a chance to make it 2-1 right now against Real Madrid. Dani Ceballos with the... I think it's a real mistake. There's no need to foul in that moment in time. And City now are going to have a chance from the penalty spot. That's a real mistake in my opinion from Ceballos. Nah, that's a pen for me. I think that's a penalty. You look at the replay, bro. He literally, he runs into him, doesn't get any of the ball. You can't do that. That's a foul anywhere else on the pitch. He's late to him. It's not even a question. Well, I used to be a referee. A-League edits. I was a my job, I had a job in college for 2 years when I was at university. A paid job, by the way. $20 an hour. That was my favorite job I think I've ever had. Was a referee for tournaments. So I missed that job, honestly. It was so much fun because I used to run 10 kilometers and I was like, wow, this is the best exercise too. All right, guys. Erling Haaland's probably going to take this. He's going to have a chance to have a double to make it 2-1 for City. I was telling you guys before, I think this was a must-win for City, and he has to step up here. He has to grasp this opportunity. Who is it going to be that takes it? I think it's going to be, it's going to be Erling Haaland, guys. Of course it is. He's going to have a chance for a double against Madrid. Against his rival player, Kylian Mbappe. Will he score? Look at the City fans. Rodri's getting hyped up. Look at Rodri, he's getting hyped up. He's nervous. This is a real... It doesn't get more important, honestly, when you're a player. Games like these, you need to score. And he does. Bottom left-hand corner. Calm as you like from Erling Haaland. Knee slide. 2-1 for Man City. There you go, you guys. This, honestly, there's been 3 goals in this game. There could have been a whole lot more. That's how entertaining this game has been so far. Fair play to both of these teams that have just gone for it. And I don't think it's over by any means. I still wouldn't be surprised if Real Madrid got an equalizer with the chances they've created in the second half. Ancelotti's not happy. Yeah, Rodri's still injured, and he's probably going to be injured till May. I think his goal is just to at least play 1 game for City this season at the end. Haaland, bottom left-hand corner. Let's see if I can find James in the crowd. Oh, look at this. Big up editor Caden in the building. Thank you for your kind words. Shout out to you. Jonas, I was saying before, I'd rather City go through because Real Madrid are the most clutch team in the Champions League, and I'd rather Liverpool avoids them in the latter rounds. So I'd rather City wins. Well, Shania, it's not over. You say you're sad because Mbappe is your idol, but it's not over. This game has 2 legs. So even if Real Madrid loses 2-1 tonight, the game, I mean, the tie is not over by any means. By any means. Nah, that's, Tanguy, for me, that foul was so not needed. For me, that's a penalty. That's just a mistake from Ceballos. We were just saying before, anywhere else on the pitch, that's a foul. So it's a penalty. But there was no need to do it. Foden, I'm not even sure. Who knows if he was going to get that on target or whatever from that position. But it's just dumb to foul there. It's a mistake. Junaid says, I want to see a Barca-Liverpool final. Imagine that. That would be unreal. That would be unreal. (2-1) Juve. Juve have apparently scored. Oh no, and Denis Ceballos has come off as well. Look, he's pissed on the bench after that mistake. Look, coat on his head. I don't know, it's tough. You guys are a lot of you guys are saying it was outside the box, but to me it looked like it was on the line. So what? It's so tight. So close. Yeah, the atmosphere has not been insane. Marmoush, bro, imagine. They get to bring on Marmoush right now. They get to bring on Marmoush. Could Exeter cause a shock for Forest? I think it's still 2-2 in that game, right? Damn, look at Pep. You talk about crisis for City. They get to freaking bring on Gundogan and Marmoush off the bench. Nah. You can't tell me that's a team in crisis. That, like, the luxury to bring those 2 players on. Yeah, look, it's still 2-2 in the Exeter Forest game. That would definitely be an upset. Bro, Dembele, yeah, in 2025, he's been the most insane player, no doubt about it. Barca fan here hates City, but let's go City, says Slow Swordsman. A lot of us can relate. Marmoush, as an Egyptian, is amazing. He's an amazing player, definitely. Well, Shania, you should do it. When you get a chance, you should start a channel, you know? 3-0 for Dortmund away at Sporting. Apparently it's 3-0 for Dortmund. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, it's hard. Tommy, it's hard to say for that penalty, but I think when you make when you foul in such a dangerous area like that, it can come back to bite you, which it did for Real Madrid, you know? And like I said, it's just it simply is a mistake. Junaid, yes, I'm streaming tomorrow, but for the biggest game of the night, which is Liverpool against Everton. That's the game, the Merseyside derby. Aban, because City aren't the usual City this season. I don't fear them like I have in previous seasons. In this specific season, I believe we will definitely beat them over two legs. Just like we got to see us play them already this season at Anfield, and we outplayed them at Anfield. It wasn't stressful in any way, you know. So yeah, this City team doesn't scare me in the same way. And like genuinely, I wouldn't be surprised if Real Madrid got one back because of just how open they look defensively. Look, Vinny's in the box. Goal. Goal. Who is it that scored? I think it's Brahim Diaz. Guys, Real Madrid equalized just like that out of nowhere. But that's what I mean. City, honestly, defensively this season, bro, it's Brahim Diaz equalizes. Bro, like City are so bad I'm telling you, City this season, sure, you can get goals here and there because of the players they have, but defensively, bro, they're so the opposite of stable, completely disjointed, and they just the opposite of solid. Look at that save from Ederson, and then it's just off the rebound. It's tapped home by Brahim Diaz. 2-2. I had a feeling that Real Madrid were going to equalize as well. I really saw that coming. And you were asking before why I'm not necessarily supporting City, but I just think Real Madrid's a much tougher team to face over two legs. And that's why I'd rather Liverpool face City, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's clear that if this game ends 2-2, I have no doubts that it's going to be Real Madrid that go through and not City. Sorry to all the City fans that might be in the building, but I don't see it. I think Real Madrid in this competition, they're made for it. Calum is going with the prediction of Liverpool PSG final. Could that happen? I'm not sure. I think there's a chance we play PSG in the next round already, because we'll either face PSG or Monaco or the winner. Like, it looks like PSG is going to beat Brest, but yeah, otherwise the other team that we could face is either the Monaco or Benfica. Look at that touch by Foden. Is it going to be a corner? No, it's called by Courtois. Shout out to you, Noah. Two. Man, this game has honestly been top. The atmosphere hasn't been top because we're hearing the crowd noise, but the game has been. There's probably going to be 4 goals in this one, and there could have been many more. Many more. Yeah, Brahim Diaz. It was Brahim Diaz. Big up, Mohammed. Thank you for the super chat. And I'm sorry, like I know you're a City fan, but you have to agree with me. Sometimes you got to be brutally honest. And defensively, City haven't been it this season. And you know, if you want to win the biggest trophies, you have to be solid defensively first and foremost. You need to. And I don't think City have been that without Rodri. I think that's obviously the biggest miss. You've had obviously a lot of injuries defensively too. I mean, literally in this game, both Ake and Akanji have both come off. So obviously that's going to be a blow for you. But Yeah, if you're not solid defensively, I don't see how you can challenge for the biggest trophies. British, I listen to reggae a lot. I love reggae. I listen to soul music and the three genres I'd say I listen to the most are reggae, jazz, soul, and blues. Soul and blues. Those 4 genres. Entered the ballot for my Wembley tickets today. Fingers crossed. Big up Alan Malone. I hope you're able to go. Big up to you in the building. I hope, fingers crossed for you, that you get the tickets for Wembley. Because I think that the atmosphere for Anfield South is going to be something special on March 16th. Yo, Liverpool X Edits is in the building. Nice to see you. Rory, I hope not. We have to beat Everton tomorrow night. Hope not. We have to beat Everton. I think Mbappe will score a winner. Imagine. Nah, bro, there's only 3 minutes of additional time. Only 3 minutes. Clubaholic says, yo, Leo, what happened? I had to get back to work. It was 1-0 City when I'd left. So basically, after 1-0 City, Mbappe equalized to make it 1-1. Then City got awarded a penalty that Erling Haaland scored. So he scored from the penalty spot. That was his second of the game. And now, just a few minutes ago, Brahim Diaz equalized off of a rebound to make it 2-2. And that's where the game currently stands. LFC God, you did become a member. LFC God, try using the emojis. You became a member because Ubiomo Martins gifted you this stream. Try using the emojis. Rory says, Leo, I'm going to Wembley because my dad knows someone who can get tickets. That's awesome. Big up to you, Rory. Uh-oh, Mbappe's coming off and he doesn't look happy right now. He would have wanted to play the last few minutes and I get it. But I think he's brought on a defender. Fran Garcia. Are we going to have one more chance in this game? There's only 2 minutes left. I wouldn't be surprised if we had one more chance, you guys. Oh, Vinny! Vinny's through on goal. Vinny's through! Jude! It's over. Jude Bellingham with the winner. And does he celebrate? Jude Bellingham makes it 3-2. Game over. He's won it. And he goes with his iconic celebration like this. Jude Bellingham, Vinny, bro, this is what I mean about City. They're actually so bad in key moments of the games. The amount of times they throw games away. They threw this game away, honestly. Pep will be fuming. Pep will be fuming. Let's have a look at the replay. 3-2 for Madrid. The tie's over now. Already I said if City didn't win tonight, it would pretty much be over. They're now gonna lose tonight. Look at that. That's so poor. Of course it's gonna come back to bite you. Of course that's gonna come back to bite you. Look, Vinny over the keeper, and then Jude Bellingham just taps it home. Game over. They've gifted them that game. Someone did someone say Jude Bellingham addition? I think someone did. Ryan. Rico Lewis, bro, 3-2. It's game over. What an insane game. 5 goals. Bro, we've had 5 goals and it could have been many more. But this is why City this season, I told you guys, for me it's my dream to face City because the amount of times they just gift you. Pep Guardiola, bro, the press conference after this is he's going to be fuming. Like fuming. Game over. GG's. Full-time whistle was blown and they're saying what's going through Pep Guardiola's head right now. And I agree. He must not believe. Look, right now all the cameras are on him. The fact that City were 2-1 up after Erling Haaland scored from the penalty spot, you thought it was theirs, and they've gone on to lose it at home. Lose it. Let me stop the timer. Let's see who got given man of the match. Jalapeno says City really bottled it badly again. Jalapeno, I agree. Wild. It's a gift, Jalapeno, again. It's a gift from City. I cannot believe it, honestly. Pep Guardiola, like the damage that would have been done for him this season, and I mean more the mental damage, because we all know how he's a perfectionist, And City are the opposite of perfection right now. Let's see who they give them another match to. It looks like it'll go to Erling Haaland because he scored both goals, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the official man of the match. Daily Aura says City defensive errors cost them again. Exactly. Wanted City to win because I hate Real. JJ Jason, that was me. But yeah, they really came back, and this is what I mean. Like, genuinely, the team I would want to face the least in the Champions League for Liverpool, and I know that might just be trauma for previous years, but Real Madrid just seem to do it time and time again. They're not playing that well in La Liga this season. I know I think they're top, but only by 1 point. It's not like they're doing that well, and yet in the Champions League, there's just something in their DNA where time and time again they find a way, late winners like they did today, and that's why this is over 2 legs. It is Alan Malone, but honestly, I think it's over. I'm sorry, I think it's over. Real Madrid are going to be playing at home, and they already have a goal advantage. With the way City are defending, I don't see it. And anyways, we're not going to be able to watch the match as Liverpool fans, or those of you in the chat that are Liverpool fans, the same night of the second leg, where Real Madrid will be at home to City, we play Villa away. It's on a Wednesday night, so we wouldn't have been able to watch the game anyways. And yeah, we'll be watching Liverpool against Villa. Brahim is an underrated baller. Well, he came up with the goods tonight with a big goal. Shout out to you, Laura Mincher. We beat Madrid already. It was Klopp that couldn't beat Madrid. Yeah, Mark, but we did it in the league stage, which isn't the most important. Obviously, I'm going to back us, Mark, when we're in the knockout stages. I mean, any game that we go into, but I'm just saying, I think in the knockout stages, by far the toughest team you can face. And the crazy thing is, it doesn't even matter form, is Real Madrid. Let's not kid ourselves. Like, they're levels above anyone else in terms of European history. So, Jalapeno says, I really hope City would have won this. Same, Jalapeno. If you heard you heard me. I was since the start, I was hoping City would win. Since the start. And they just threw it away. I'm sorry to hear that, Liverpool X edits. I hope it's nice to hear that you are getting better now, and I hope to see you tomorrow in the building for those positive vibes ahead of the Merseyside derby. Bye, Tanguy. Leo, can't wait for the game tomorrow. Me too. I can't wait. Even though I'm going to be nervous, I'm going to wake up nervous for that game. It is such an important game. Vinny is so... But he came up with the goods again, Vinny, tonight. He got the assist for the winner. And then Jude Bellingham just had to tap it home. Chirag says, I wanted City to win since Madrid are still favorites, even though Liverpool and Barca form. Definitely, they're still favorites. Liverpool fan 01 says, classic Madrid comeback. Bro, what a crazy game, though, that we got on our hands again. Crazy. By the way, the other results tonight, Juve did end up winning in the first leg. They beat PSV 2-1, and then Dortmund with a big result away from home, beating Sporting 3-0. So that tie is pretty much over. Alan says, I can see Anfield from my home. Love living so close to walk to and from the game. Don't have to deal with traffic. That's brilliant, Alan. That's the dream. That's the dream. Big up Sonny, who says, I understand why Trent would want to play in the Madrid super team. If I was in his position, I would join Madrid. Sonny, I don't like that. I don't like that comment from you. I usually love the comments that you make, and I would say W's. But it's hard for me to agree with that, because I just think I don't want him to leave on a free. But at the same time, At the same time, at the same time, Madrid is obviously a special club. As much as I dislike them and as much as they've caused us hurt as Liverpool fans in the past, you can't say that they're not the biggest club in the world. I think it's not even a question. It's not even a question. Like I said, their history in Europe is second to none. But I still hope that he stays, even with what you said. Even with what you said. Michael, I wanted City to win because over two legs, I thought that would be an easier tie for Liverpool in the future. And that means, I still think Real Madrid are the favorites for this competition. And over two legs in a knockout, they're going to be very difficult to beat. But obviously, I'm going to back us, but it's going to be very difficult. Shout out to you, Riyadh. I'm a big fan. Hope Trent does not leave. You cannot reject Real Madrid, though. Let's be honest, says Shirag. I think you can, bro. I just think it's this team of superstars, and I just prefer the Liverpool way, where it's like you give everything for the team, and it's not about you. But like you said, there's a grandeur. There's this thing about Real Madrid that I agree makes them the best club in the world, and it's nights like these where they're not playing well and they come away with a win, just like that. That's what Real Madrid do time and time again. Yeah, best player Axity. It's the second leg is on the same night, I believe, when we play Villa away. So we're gonna have to have two screens up at the same time, I guess. Yo, Jund, I'm doing well. How are you? Shay says, I love the new Champions League format, but not a fan of the number of games. To be fair though, for us, we only really had two more games because we got to avoid the playoffs. And the last game against PSV, we didn't even field our first 11 at all. Like, they all got rested. So technically, we just played 7 games, which is one more than usual. If you do really well in the competition, you could kind of see it like that. But I get what you mean. It is 2 extra games otherwise. Alan Malone, no, I live in France. But I did used to live in the US, in New York. Forest going into extra time with Exeter City. That's crazy. So the game ended 2-2. The game ended 2-2. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Look at that. It was Kovacic, by the way, who played that ball back, and then Vinny got onto that ball. I think it really was a mistake from Kovacic playing it into a dangerous area for I'm talking about the winning goal for Jude, by the way. Merlin says, Leo, are you already hyped for tomorrow's game against Everton? You best believe I'm already hyped, but also nervous because it's such an important game. But yeah, the prediction I'm going for is 2-0 for Liverpool. Alan Malone says, I love extra games, more games to watch at Anfield, and France is nice, bro. Got some good fishing over there. I've never gone fishing here, to be honest, but yeah. But yeah, guys, that is gonna be the end of tonight's stream. I haven't even eaten yet. I'm gonna go have dinner now. But wow, did we get blessed with some game tonight. 5 goals, and there could have been many more. Another Real Madrid comeback. City's downfall continues. City's struggles continue. And honestly, like I'm gonna after this, you guys, I'm gonna look up the Pep Guardiola press conference because I'm curious to see what he's gonna say. Because I genuinely think I know over 2 legs you should never think a tie is done, but I think this tie is done now. They play at home with a goal advantage, so it's a really, really poor result for City, given they were 2-1 up. But yeah, you guys, thank you as always for being in the building. Even when it's not, Liverpool, we can talk and obviously watch other games. But yeah, tomorrow we come together for what feels like the biggest game of our season so far, the last Merseyside derby at Goodison, and it'll be back in the OG background as well. So big up to all of you. I hope you all have a beautiful night's sleep, and I will see you guys tomorrow for match day. You'll never walk alone, guys. All the best. Thank you as always for showing that beautiful energy in the building, and I will literally just see you guys